Welcome on back and gather round, gang. It's time for some more Total War Warhammer 3 in the next chapter of our legendary Oxyotl campaign, where we are continuing down the third path here to silence the fury that is Taurox. Somewhere out there, it's a primal bestial fury smashing around. We have to complete 10 total visions of the old ones, which we are working on, and I'm sure once we hit that 10, then the Heart of the Dark Battle will unlock. In the meantime, Ulthuan, as you can see here, is completely corrupted by disgusting cults of pleasure and moist pirates. So the donut is not looking very good. We are going to go ahead and move in. We've got the booty catcher again. This poor lady. Surrounded by fools and about to be very, very dead. We could lightning strike old Johnny boy, but I don't think we need to. What did you bring? 90 range on the original handguns. Here's the original blunderbuss shotgun unit. How will they fare against 40? Hang on now. We are now out-damaging the original blunderbuss. We don't have as much range, to be fair, but 46 damage armor piercing? Yes, that's what we like to see. Alright, let's do this. Start deployment. If you just got the 2, and then it is 3 minutes before you show up. Is that real? It is. Well, you're doomed. Get our solar engines. This is a very... What do you line your roads with? Well, good sir, it's made of quartz. The hooves make the clippity-cloppity sound so nicely. Yep, we'll just have all of... Hey, you're not quite enough range, are ya? All the skinks are just going to charge across our choke point here. No problem. And then we'll have them all go get positioned for the reinforcements. Our skinks are moving at 62 speed, so they are faster than demonettes without any kind of buffs. Which is both hilarious and terrifying. Of course, you can take demonettes and make them just absolute speed racers, so... Our skinks, while fast, they've got nothing on actual demons. Properly leveled demons, it is. Now that's not going well so for you. Let's go ahead and pop the golden blowpipe. And you kill John. His litter will be a little bit more violent. Sorry, Johnny boy. Yeah, just go smash in there. Shoot them with the darts. Oh, we got a spirit leech. They're fighting back. Show them the error of that. Big old dumbs. Alright, so all of our big beasties. Of course, we're waiting for the reinforcements. We're gonna go clobber them when they show up. So beasties, you stand about here. Javelin skinks, I think this is a good spot for you. Blessed Horde. And then all of the other chameleons. Well, you're actually taking damage, excuse me. Who are they getting shot by? Had to have been friendlies. Bring all the other chameleons up as well, right in front of the javelins to run through their lines. They actually have a pretty decent job at doing that. Oh, is it too late? Oh, it's too late. Hang on now. Strategy change immediately. Big beasties still come trundling across. Switch into Master Predator stance. Slaaneshi Furies are not going to be something Oxyotl wants to deal with. Huge damage on the deck gunners. That we'd love to see. Yeah, we'll just rip a nice block of doom in there. Those things where Furies are strong, but only if they can get a flank. And if they're the ones being flanked, they are going to struggle immensely. Here, fall back there, Oxyotl. Skirmishers move off to the flanks here. We want our other skinks advancing ever so slightly. Try to go deal with the boogie catcher here before she deals any more damage herself. And we need to get in here and get after these Carronades, which I think dropping a rock on them should do wonders. Bring ye old ancient Stegodon in. Those boys fall back. I think those are Depth Guard. Yeah, prefer we don't just get into a fight with Depth Guard. On a whim, please and thank you. That booty catching Mary's not doing a bad job of defending herself. Stop the deck guns, please. Deck of guns. These gun mob, and then you can just blind whoever. Skirmishers is 1. Let's get away from any kind of mortar support. Sounds like a miserable time for us. Overcast Eel heals, and then just keep... I say you can keep ripping apart Depth Guard, but let's move through. Try to move through. Fire on the shotgun mob. And blind these deck droppers if you can. Oh, we've lost our target. Get slippery. And these are all fairly unarmored troops, so enjoy the wind blast. Yikes. Nah, stay where you're at, you're in a good spot. You want these out of a blob, though. Precursor weapons are so very strong. Happy to see it. Hounds of Orion, we need your help. There are a lot of baddies here. Let's stop this group from moving and move on ourselves. I actually think Flock of Doom is not as helpful here as just good old Wind Blast. The amount of zombies that it's killing is impressive. It still will drop a Flock of Doom. I'm not opposed. Laster. Heals here. Not really used our chameleons to good effect. I've been microing everything else a little bit harder, which has worked out fine. Fighting downhill the entire time and they still couldn't beat us. What a shame. Well, I was going to say she'll be catching no more booty, but she gets to come right back from the dead, which is all kinds of unfortunate. Feels like the necromancy version is much more consistent than the demons, which I guess makes sense. We've wounded them immensely. And I also just sack the settlement real quick. That would be great. Kill them further. Weaken the undead. Force them to spend some more money here. And then Oxyotl, with his honestly massive amount of movement, can then eat after the defensive... Oh, we're currently in a territory owned by someone we're at war with. Not anymore. Now we go through the... What are these? These are just the webway tunnels, perhaps? The old paths of the old ones, which Chaos uses to great effect. To ambush these clowns now, it's a bunch of skin wolves. That's a shame. Make some more materials. We can always use more ammunition. Especially since we're up to 21 turns of extra ammunition. We'll never run out. This is also perfect because I can take and go into March and threaten the other angle here. Elcroft is very likely to turn into Archaon next turn, where we have this Skink Oracle, who could use... Oh man, against Chaos, most of this is not amazing. Let's go ahead and just pick up the Harmonic Convergence. Help out with some dueling. Kaiju continues to hold the line down in the Darklands. Grimgore is at the gates, but he's also taking as much attrition as we are, and next turn we will have a buff to our troops, as well as a summon of little chameleon stalkers, which I think is great. And should help us win. Caretaker of the plan, let's make you a better skirmisher. Gotta make your skinks stronger, that's a must. And when we have secured Lustria, so now's the time to march on Ulthuan. We are also at war with Marathi now, so that's going to be a fun experience. Dealing with Marathi and all of the other denizens that are now inhabiting the Donut, which has all of the best settlements. Or at least a huge concentration of very good settlements. I mean, we could go attack Hellcroft, but this is so many Regiment Renown that I would just prefer to fight them with an auto-resolve. And I think that's how we're going to handle it. Like I said, Kaiju down here, he has taken some attrition, but these are still Stegodon. And Grimgore, well, his attrition isn't as bad as ours, is it? Hopefully, Nubzub is also looking a little bit ragged. We have the Black Fortress Troopers as well, but guess what? There's no one in that garrison, so it's only going to be Kaiju. A little bit scary, can't lie. Hammer of Chotek, we can drop you on the Challenge Stone. At least make them fail their Wa. Bonk. Explosives for all, and we'll just go ahead and occupy. Looks like this has another one of those geomantic loci, or redoubts. Indeed. Nah, no horned ones. Not today. Sweet business. Oh, you know what? I've got water boiling in the room, and it likely is now all the way to nothing. There was in fact no more water, but at least we got to it before things started to get gnarly. Sotek. Mentor is not good yet, but we'll probably have just a bunch of red-crested skink chieftains later on, leading hordes. I guess they're not hordes, they're legions of skinks. And then we'll go ancient cutting so we can get more ambushes. Snag harmonic convergence for better trading. Better dueling. Earthing into Curse for on here. But you have to cast Curse for on here. People like Astankia just get it naturally. As a contact effect. Conundrum. We'll give Nath piercing shots, and this random skink chief can learn the jungle toxins. It is rather too bad that poison is so overriding that even if you have some better contact effects, poison will take their place. Which is why they had to take away the poison from the blessed skinks, because as soon as you gave them poison, it ruined their sunder. Alright, I think that's our turn. I have oh yes, I've added in Fabled Toad the Ponderous here, and given him an army of skinks and a Jade Lion. He's a beast mage too. The Banana Slan. Emerge. 4th generation is one of my favorites, just because they have the 15% ward save for the entire army, fighting against armies that spread corruption, which is everyone currently infesting Ulthuan. Seems like a great idea. Our first clash with the Dark Elves, Cult of Pleasure assaulting Brian, the Pale Toad. The Iceberry boy. Well, we'll see. Can the Beastmasters, that's That's a lot of stats. 68, 65 on a Manticore is fairly amazing just because of that speed. So a bunch of Beastmasters and a Death Mage. Thankfully, she's not very highly leveled. And then you've got the Disemboweled effect. So you have a nice little bleed. That's really brutal, but I think we have the tools to win without losing too many. And auto-resolve just thinks we're going to win outright. Let's do it. Alright, deployment begin. I've got a Mochi trying to muscle her way onto the lap. Nope, you gotta go somewhere else. We're recording right now. Gotta get. Indeed. So I'm thinking the plan is we want to keep our Javelin Skinks in the woods here. Harass them with our Chameleons. Are the Temple Guard unable to hide? There we go. Like it's the jungle, lie again. Then we've got our Arc of Sotek. 5 crystal to keep the Temple Guard fighting, and then the Blessed Croxagore to rush in and smush some flanks. They should have Woodsmen, I believe. Or maybe they only get Woodsmen when you were playing as Nikai, which is, I mean, that's very fair. We're going to be fairly aggressive with our artillery. And then hide the Skinks. We'll damage them as much as we can before fleeing. Net of Talk and Shim's Burning Gaze. We'll see how much damage Shim's Burning Gaze does to the Beast Lord. We need to spam that to kill him. Sotek. I thought I had 2 chiefs. No, we have one oracle, 1 chief. Let it begin. They're gonna hide up on the hill and wait for the reinforcements, which I can't blame them. Cowards often do resort to these kind of tactics. Just gonna scoot you around here. And we're just gonna hit this one flank with everything we have. Solar Engine goes zap these Dark Shards, you do the same to this group. And we'll go blow up the Dark Shards. Aggressively. Come stomping in. Spirit Leech? Okay, that hurts. Fair enough. Rude. Let's see an overcasted Shim's Burning on Delzus here. Don't want them to turn and attack, just gonna scoot around behind these Dark Shards. Some really solid damage, then just go ahead and charge into them. Yes. Start the solar cannon launching. Oh, we should have gone for a banishment too. Let's use the bound one here. And just gonna run down the line. We still got 25 seconds for the next crew show up. Bold strategy, brother, bold strategy. No, I wasn't paying attention. These 2 masters came charging in with their chariots. That's gonna be an absolute field day for them. Alright, beasties. Okay, there's no way you can keep up. Beasties, fall back. Wow, these chariots are effective at dealing with our skinks. Good grief. Zap this lord here? I thought I already told you to, but if not, go for it more aggressively. Lack of Dominion to scare them off, so we can go ahead and just hit a net of Amatok here. And the skink skirmishers are not having a great time. We killed one of the masters, or at least he's fleeing for the hills. The other one is soon to follow. Oh, that's the Beast Lord. And fall back to our skink line. 3 skinks. Got wide, bring in those Temple Guard. Blast them. And trundle your happy self on back and start launching some shots into Ravaron there. A lot of elves in one spot. That's what we call a mistake. Charge down there, Skink Chief. Yep. Beating the brakes off of that master. And the Beast Lord too. There we go. Alright, now pull back. Continuing to cast Spirit Leech on our beasts like an absolute monarch. At this point, it's really just the Medusa that are the concern. Solar engines start zapping said Medusa. Pull away, bring up our Javelin Skinks, kill these Dark Shards quickly. Skinks, let's get around behind. We need you all to go on a secret agent mission. Overcast you all, Flock of Doom. Just in time. Those Blackguard, yeah, we need you away from the Blackguard. In fact, let's just go ahead and hit them with a net. And not worry about them. And bring the Croxagore in. A little bit late, I can't lie. Mage is gone. Ours is not. Enjoy the banishment. And then the bound banishment here, I realized we completely forgot about our old shield of the old ones. Alright, she's gone. We just have a bunch of people brawling with Medusa now. We have to keep holding space, for otherwise we can't see anything happening inside of the trees there. Which is a bit of a bummer. Croxagore, come back and let's knock over these Medusa. Get away here, charge to the Blackguard, get us the big bubble of nope. We net, none of these guys can go anywhere. Bring these skinks around, keep one of them just to shoot the Lord. And then the Black God of Nagaron can meet their maker. Please just shoot them, don't get closer. I understand why it was a Pyrrhic victory. The first of probably many fights against the Dark Elves ends in glorious victory. Well, even with the brain moving a little bit slower this morning after a late night stream, actually, if you haven't got a chance to check out Fableheim and I's latest co-op campaign, we're playing as Throt and Throg with the Victory Conditions Overhaul mod on, and that has been a lot of fun so far. I'm not going to spoil anything, so go take a look. After you're done here, of course. Oh, it's such a tough call. I think we're just gonna go ahead and take the replenishment, no matter how piddly it is. Noctilus likely wants peace, and we're gonna tell him to buzz off. Oh, we ambushed the random army moving around. I mean, this is actually a fairly scary army of Saurus here. The main never mind. You've got Burning Head and such. We lose. He lost all of his Kurgan horsemen, which is hilarious. Kurgan horsemen are one of those units where I wanted to like them a whole bunch. They're good, but they die so quickly. It is bizarre. We shall destroy the interlopers' settlement. So there are still Skaven hiding in the mountains of the old world. And then I guess up in Helpit, so we've got some more work to do. And I'm counting the greenskins as part of our job to exterminate. We failed the first time. At least the Saurus failed the first time. The Skinks will not. Every plaza, every ziggurat, every stone, each element must be laid out exactly as the old ones decreed. Indeed. Oh, Hellcroft decided to leave. He didn't turn into Archaon. Oh, sorry, you just walked into Oxyotl? You know what we call a full move, sir? He chose not to run. And for that, he gets turned into a fool. Spread that experience, Skink Prophet, Ancient Stegadon. And now we can kind of jump out and kill the rest of these armies here. Belagar runs for the hills. I'm betting this one will too. Caretaker, fetch. Belagar is defeated. Blueberry Slan for the win. Let's give us more materials. Alright, and I've just gotten word from Fableheim that he would like his Toad Priest to have Temple Guards. So we're gonna go for, I guess, an Infantry Legion with Fabletoad the Ponderous. That'll be an interesting one for sure. I don't believe I even have the building for Temple Guard yet, so we've got to get that up and running. But in the meantime, the Skink Legions can take their place. And then once we can get another Jade Lion, I'm absolutely going to, because that's going to boost our overall... Maybe we can get a Luminarch. I think that does the same. Oh no, it doesn't. It just drains winds of magic from enemies. Well, that also kind of works. Gives us ward save. Ooh. Hang on now. I think you can only stack one Aura of Protection, but that gives us up to 25% ward save. We need a Luminarch of Heesh, and then a few more Jade Lions, because the Jade Lions have Mastery of the Elemental Winds, which will then boost your spell mastery. Good stuff. We just don't have the allegiance points for any of that just yet, so we'll have to wait. Yeah, these things cost like 33 allegiance points. So it's going to take some time. They just burned the Monument of the Moon? How rude. The absolute barbarity of the undead. Chuck the upgrades quickly. For the moves we have... Yeah, let's upgrade Flock at Doom. Facing the Druki, it actually works pretty well because they've got those really, really tightly packed formations. Earthing and Skirmisher for the Caretaker. Jungle Toxins for Skink Rico. And of course, everyone needs their Skirmisher. He's more of an orange Slan than a blueberry Slan. Put down Dells of Spite Heart and march into Silver Tor. This man's going to... I like that he fell over with the beast. Part of the crew, part of the ship. hit Sildur and we'll sack it, just to figure out where the rest of the Dark Elves are. And take some gold from them. And then we'll set up nearby in an ambush stance. Let Oxyotl do some of the work for us. We will teleport on with Oxyotl to finish off the last of our Old One's visions. This one gives us... reinforces the geomantic web to level 4. So it forces it to be level 4. Can it then go higher? Currently level 4. I guess we'll find out together, won't we? Travel! Which army are we crushing with Oxyotl? Oh, is it not an army, it's a settlement. It is... raise or conquer Marienburg. I feel like I can own Marienburg, thank you very much. Fine. We lost 0. And we'll just take that from you. Yes, we get the port of Marienburg up to 20% trade goods produced faction-wide. I'm just gonna hang on to the Wasteland. Do we have all the settlements here? No, but I think it's fine. Ooh, a new sanctum. That needs to go in somewhere at Ulthuan. We've already got one in Torfinu. Let's go Kurnos here, that way we can grab everything around that nice and easily. He said we have to bring in the heavy flamer. We want the ambush building, and then the one that gives them more melee attack and charge bonus. No, we want the glyph wall for when Oxyotl shows up.
The Mother Goddess guides me.
Alright, Hammer of Chotek, let's kick one of these skink cohort to give you more armor-piercing sundering variant. Snazdrog Manflaya. Let's conquer the last of their settlements to the north, and we'll just recapture anything they take down here. 209,000 is a fair bit of cash, is it not? Let's build up an army that is entirely comprised of skinks. They'll be fairly cheap. Here at Blizzard Peak. Never mind, we can't recruit skinks there. We get into the challenge town, so that's what we're going for. Weird building to put in. Definitely want walls at any of the places that have the Geomantic Bastion or Loci. And we'll get a red-crested skink. Pompous drops leadership. Giving him more leadership is useless, but dropping enemy leadership is always good. We only have 2 recruit slots here. Let's go ahead and make sure they're useful then. A bunch of stalkers. Blessed Skinks. I can give you the Blessed Skink Skirmies. And then the Flying Skinks will just get killed by Greenskins. That won't work out very well. Get 1 Solar Engine and then a couple of Blessed Stegodon. The longer range variant. Oh, here's a good opportunity. We bought the Baron's Blade in between episodes. So 10 more melee attack, sundering attacks, 20% weapon strength, and death blow. Pretty good little suite of abilities there. Ranger's standard is really solid. We'll keep it on yourself. Administrator 4, movement range, Banner of Swiftness. Really, King Kaiju needs one of these. Help him survive Grimgore. Number of Fortune. The Executioner's Axe is awesome as well. The Sea Shanty Talisman. This I was going to give to Demonbane Kevin. That was the plan there. 100% income when raiding. Increased plunders from sea encounters, faction-wide. That's good stuff. But the reason is the third verse gives you reload skill plus 40, and that's map wide. The blood runs cold indeed. So back to Carapace here. Exactly, buddy, exactly. Ranger's Quiver's not for you. Potion of Healing, though, absolutely is. And then we'll just quickly throw a bunch of ancillaries your way. We've got Geez Blessed Totem, the Prize Huntail, Skink Prophet. Oh, actually, let's stop recruiting these two guys then, because we'll get some with more veterancy. No, wait. I'm going too quick. We're probably still going to grab Jungle Patrol. Dexterous Warriors, and Skink Leader. With the Beast Tamer as boring. Skink Leader all the way. We don't need to make them cheaper, but I've already clicked the button. And then we'll just make you better at fighting. Seems pretty good. Does Draft Master also give us more recruit rank? Well, look at that. Up to Gold, Chevron, and we get an additional recruit. And we get the cohort of Sotek. Oxyotl has all of their beasties. We should probably wait for the Stegodon of the Gods again. Haven't got to see any of those laser beams get to work, but soon. Both TM and hopefully. Mental there for Apex. You've got no armor. I don't think we actually have any more for you though. We're all out of armor. Executioner's Axe. Let's go ahead and give Juan, you can have an Ogre Blade. Throwing around some real damage. Nice, nice. Which other lords? We got Kaiju here, who is currently still under siege. I would rather you just attack me, but I don't think it's going to happen. So let's sally out. Oh, we can beat them with an auto resolve. How boring is that? No. We are going to give Kaiju the Banner of Swiftness. Yes. Rogue's going to drop some bombs to delete blobs of Black Orcs, and we're going to hopefully not get into a fight with Grimgore. 8863. Yeah, he's a level of stronger than us that is kind of concerning. Thankfully, Kaiju's quite fast, 67 speed as opposed to 42. Let's do this. Alright, we do battle on the fields of Jar. I'm here for this. Give Grimgore a little bit of PTSD before we send him back. He does have some artillery. Alright, so I'm thinking we're gonna go for a dual battle line here. Watata Skinks forward. We'll put the Saurus directly behind. We're not allowed to put them behind because they're Saurus, so they can't Vanguard deploy. And they're nice and hidden behind this rock. Either to be able to support each other but not get in each other's way, or be so disorganized that they can't actually block an area. Red Crest will just keep you back to clobber any flankers. Hopefully. Cohorts, and we're going to bring the Razor Dawn in to go hunting their flankers. That's the plan. Do wish both of them were invisible. These blessed ones will be able to sneak in nicely. Kaiju, while you're fast, I still think we need to keep it back. I do wish they had a little bit more range. Going for the Ancient Stegodons does have its downsides, in that they don't really have the ability to lay on any dock unless you get really close. Which also has its downsides. Alright, so let's get our single into these. The Saurus Horde. The Skinkies. Missile Skinks. Whoops, these need to be in group 3. That's a weird one, isn't it? Let's do this group together. And then, yeah, the cohort can be their own. And be their own thing. Let it begin. And start by hurting the Goblin Bolt Thrower. If you can. Reinforcements inbound. I mean, that was an alright amount of damage. Fall back quickly now. Alright, so the plan is we try to take out these flankers. Moving. Just a little bit away from one another. How about move in? Should be slowing a lot of them down with our poison. Let's get away from their archers, those are actually going to hurt. Oh, we get just one volley. And we probably stayed for too long. And we probably stayed for too long. Turret rip some shots. Anything else keep running? As long as we can bring down the big beastie there, we are in good shape. I can flank now, bring these guys back behind our line, we'll worry about that in a moment. Alright, did a really good job at tearing those chariots to shreds. Hey, go get in there, Kaiju. Big bubble of nope. Now. We can stop Grimgor from moving, I'm here for that. Both of their spiders are down. Wolf Chariots got torn asunder. That was incredible. Get back behind the line. Kaiju, we'll have you go fight a spider all by yourself. You'll be fine. Lock him down and tear him in half. Well, Chariots did a good bit of work against our skirmishers, unfortunately. Alright, full back. Back behind our lines, you as well. Like they're kind of moving in slowly because they're very worried about Croak. And None can blame them. Red Crest keep moving through. Stone Trolls should be no match for our Earthbending Oxyotl. And we won't be able to stay here long. We've got stuff going on all over the place. Grimgore is doing Grimgore things. There's an excellent spot for a deliverance of pizza. Enjoy, goblins. The unit of archers is just gone. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Same thing with our skinks. They're starting to fall. Another deliverance goes down, killing black orcs in droves. Smashing back in. Oh, whoops. Don't want you guys fighting black orcs. You tear them apart, you do the same here. Double flank worked out pretty well. Deliverance 3 should... Well, we don't really need a Deliverance 3. Drop a 2 here. Kill those archers fast. And then yes, we will drop the 3 in all these archers. That'll get rid of them at once. And they've got such high defense that they were able to hold as a defensive line against Black Orcs fairly effectively. And that's Croak v Grimgore. No one in their right mind's gonna fight Grimgore, but we will throw... Oh, wait, hang on now, that's Croak. Never mind. He ran into Croak's chair and got knocked over. Rather unassuming end for... the biggest and baddest. And with an almighty lizard backhand, we break the siege. And get to have a welcome feast after all the time just having, I don't know, whatever was left of the Black Fortress, which looks like Skaven. Disgusting. And like that, we're free. Kaiju. Destroy. None can be left alive, although we lost a lot. I feel like that we lost a lot in that auto-resolve there, but maybe not. Back to the Black Fortress for maximum heals, and then we will move on, finally. Feels like forever. Bring Tehidowin up to the north to go help out in the fight with the disgusting elves. Let's have Caretaker push through. One. We'll attempt to take down Bastion, but he's likely gonna run away. Oh look, he ran away. And then we are going to move our Toad Cheeks back into the Writhing Fortress. Quickly zoom around and go for upgrades where they make sense. Geomantic Strength 4. Let's switch this over to Alignment of Monuments. It will not upgrade anything until the next turn. Everything upgraded at the Fortress of Eyes. Same thing at Oxyotl. We will instead pick up the Scrying Pool for a bit more research and more movement for anyone that is on their way through to help out in the north. Can give Fabletoad some of these Blessed Temple Guard, which is fantastic. And then we still wait for our Luminarch. Oh, or the steam tank with the volley gun. We'll see. Order of Inertia is 8 less leadership, 25% less speed, and they lose some stamina while they're at it. Great stuff, you love to see it. Eternal Guardians and Irrepressible. I'm gonna do the old skill set shuffle, and I'll catch you next turn. And on the next turn, we have the Peg Street Pawnbroker offering us their last item. And we shall grab the Armor of the Oceans. Yes, please. That will get rid of the location that was at too, so that is gone now. Not much of a concern, can't lie. But it is something to take note of. We got some more Star Watchers. The Bone Rattlers are gone. That is one less force of destruction. Fantastic. And it looks like Marathi did in fact respawn. So what we are going to do is zoom in here. Ranked up in a region with walls and you get more research rate? That is fantastic. And there's our Armor of the Oceans. Brian. We're gonna hit Sildrotor again. Sack it again. And then, since we're immune to attrition and all, or at least immune to chaos attrition.
What is this foolishness?
Do Dark Elf armies, as long as it's nothing
Do not
but mostly infantry, we should be fine. Even these Death Hags, they don't have any armor, so you just shoot them with blow darts. That tends to be the solution. We did lose the Eagle Gate, which they burned to the ground. It's going to take some subduing to fully liberate Ulthuan, I'll tell you that much. We'll need to bring a couple of armies at the same time. Oxyotl, we can do some damage against Wolfreak here. We might as well. Grungzint shall belong to the lizards. We do 0 and we move in and occupy. And then we rebuild the marble quarry. Lewin is hanging in there. Oh man, we also have the Skaven down here to deal with. The Skaven control all of Athaloran. Nightmare. Proper nightmare. We've got a double army there. Looking to attack Juan. I think they're gonna stay. They're gonna stay back and raid. They're not gonna come in. They're just not very brave. Oh, you turned to run and attack the Bleeding Spire. Speaking of not very brave, I actually don't have an army over there. George, you knock out the Floating Mountain. Yeah, Caretaker, you gotta come on back. Smush this. Conquer the Floating Mountain. Aldred's Casket of Sorcery. Winds of Magic in this province will be set to the lowest level upon turn start. 20% more miscast for enemy spellcasters is hilarious. We will just move up so we can be reinforcements, and very likely he's just going to run away. Because the cool are stone cold cowards. Let's go walls and the upgraded bastion. Growth building here. We can repair the dragon's death and pop in the skink barrios. You're lucky I can't reach you, but I can't just go into March. Oh, we can't even make it to the Blizzard Peak. That's dastardly. Well, stop building the salt mines then. We'll just have to let the Glyphs of Scotland handle things. That's pretty dastardly, though. Weak for no reason. Let's get one more chameleon and then a couple of cohort javelins. Did we lose our one and only Saurus building? Would appear so. Let's take out the Oxyotl one here in the Volary. Because even though this was once roost for Demons of Tzeentch, now it'll be where we train up our Saurus. Alright, I kind of want to keep this episode going until we have completed the final route, and then we'll make the episode after that our War Against Chaos, for the next couple episodes after that, because the War Against Chaos is not going to be one episode, it's going to be a little bit. We've got Skaven everywhere, we got all sorts of nonsense to run down. Clan Rictus going for the nothing but doom wheel strategy. It works pretty well, can't fault him there. Yeah, we'll replace those chameleons, and to deal with the Doom Wheels, a couple of Carnosaur is likely very warranted. I do like my Razor Dawn, but they are also fairly outclassed by Doom Wheels. So we're gonna go ahead and kick them on out and replace them with Carnosaur. They shall be the doom-stopping T-Rex. The good news is, since Dekal is gone in the south and there's no other enemies in Cathay, they can actually focus on the Dragon Isles and wipe out Kugath for me. One more turn before this extremely expensive army is ready to go. They only cost us 1,000 more. It's a paltry sum. Alright, Hedwin. Yeah, you're making it. It's just gonna be a long travel. Kelly Worsley's moving in as well. Well, let's also tear out... Well, hang on now. Yeah, let's tear out the Ripperdactyl hatchery here as well for the Saurus building. There's no heroes coming out of the Ripperdactyl building, so what do we need it for? Until we get Temple Guard, we're gonna have Roxgore. Alright, so my previous confidence against Barathi has changed ever so slightly. But it's too late now, we're already here. Let's give battle. There are a couple of paths to victory here, I see. But this is gonna be an absolutely brutal battle. I will go Skinks. Oh, how I wish you were slightly more blessed by Sotek. Set up the rest of our beasties to launch all manner of different spicy projectiles on in. Grow what up? Morathi herself is going to come blasting towards us as quickly as she can. We'll try to bog her down in Temple Guard, and then hopefully the Returned can win that duel. We'll see. We're gonna hide the Crocscore in the woods to start here. We'll charge them out as needed, and then to revive Crystal and Orcus Sotek can just be bodies to get in the way. Try to make this as easy as possible for our commanding. Let's have all of the single entities that are more punchy with the Croxagore. Missile single entities. infantry, and skeeks. Oh no, that I wasn't expecting. Okay. In that case... I mean, not much changes, really. We'll just move over here to this set of trees instead. No way we get anything really done before the reinforcements show up. This is going to be a doozy. See if we get all of our big beasties to chase down Marathi. She's stealing hell from her demonettes. Love to see that. Almost in range. We probably want to go through the trees, or at least as close to through the trees as we can. Go for a volley and move out of range, quick like. Skiing Quacha. Start taking out the dark swords now that we're here. And now fall back. Fall back, fall back. Keep on moving away from Marathi. So we've gotten her away from her own troops here. Ish. Charge her down. And all three of you turn and beat the smack out of Marathi, that's the idea. Stay away from the demons. A little bit too close to those dark shards for my liking, that is for sure. 5 crystal on. You there, Ancient Salamander. Marathi is just, she's a problem. Doesn't really take damage either, does she? Alright, Brian, lock everyone here in place. I meant to grab Marathi as well, that didn't quite happen. You know what, cancel it. Too late. Squad up the hill. Move, move, move. Those Dark Riders want a hug. There we go. There's some proper damage on Marathi. Just took a little bit. Banishment here. Keep on moving. So many Dark Elves. Another banishment, keep on moving, keep on moving. Rip some shots here, you two get ready to turn. Right, fall back. Marathi's not doing fantastic. Some more ward save. Another banishment here. Drop off the snakes and then just run. We are going to go for a maximum, hopefully maximum carnage on the killing enemy lords. Fall back, we can't get shot by too many of those dark shards. But at the same time, they really can't take too many hits from us. They're to charge them. Cast the heals. We have... what do we need to go for? Big rock? Big rock. Shades are annoying, but they're not actually a very good unit. All things considered. Alright, now we need to draw everyone back up to kill as many of these heroes as we can. Heroes in Blood Rack. Keep chasing off these shades. They got some nets for us as well. Let's try to take out some of these chariots, or just 88. As many of their single entities as possible. Dumas Lizard. A lot of Dark Elves. Give them the business. Revive Crystal, I need you to weigh. Also, I need to just pop some more heals. Badly. Chariot's almost got us. Shades are actually really good at fighting, so we gotta be careful there. Javelin runners forward. My next operation is kill as many of their leaders as we can. Drop the snakes. Need to save the banishment because there's a lot more of them coming in. Big Bubbalo, nope. Let's look. Is her name actually Felicia? Put Marathi down. Where are my revive crystals? There you are. Let's revive. We've got a couple of nets down on us for all the good that's gonna do. Banishment's a little bit pricey. Let's just go for a single cast of shims here. Crocodiles are here to save the day. Think you're tough until you get nom-nommed on by a 9-foot tall crocodile. Get over here and work together. Most of our skinks are, in fact, out of ammunition. But it looks like the Dark Elves are broken. Can you believe it? That many Druki folded like so many lawn chairs. Well, War Chief Brian proceeds to make fools of the Druki. That was actually quite impressive. Well done, Skeeks. 500 kills, though, for the Mage Priest, as you might expect, and 284 out of the Slow Death. Good stuff. And still some only 2% replenishment. Feels wrong. Well, Smorbus actually turns around to attack our smaller army here, which is entirely fine. We'll take the Pyrrhic victory. And exterminate them. 3 separate armies of Marathi have broken and run. The Cult of Pleasure is, fleeing for the hills. The new sensation they get to enjoy is defeat. March on Iron Spike, auto-resolve there. It really is starting to respect our beasties now, and we will loot on
We'll retrieve it from your corpse.
I'm sure you'll try. We will add you to the pile. say no to some better skinks? Absolutely not, but we don't have any charged up at the moment. None have been spawned just yet. On to the fabled jumping ground I spoke of. We are going to knock over the defenders of Corone here with a quick auto-resolve. And we will occupy to sell this back to the Bretonians. Onward to killing Olaf. And if there are no more good battles this turn, though, I will see you all next, where hopefully we'll get ourselves a final battle against Taurox. Well, the cool attacked the gallows tree and failed horribly. Pathetic of you to keep running away and attacking our settlements like that, but it finally comes to an end. We really don't have any more visions of the old ones yet, really. Interesting. Well, you know the drill. Once again, I will see you all if something interesting happens, but barring that, correct interpretation is essential if the great plan is to be executed as the old ones intend. Now, all of our armies can summon in skink priests. Everyone has access to magic. Olaf, come here. We have such delights to show you. It's kind of funny that everyone is rolling with light cavalry now. They're hoping they can catch the skinks before it's too late. And that's just not how it works. So we'll snatch Lungi here. I'm going to sack it to see how far we can move. If we can get down to the next, we cannot. So we'll go ahead and grab Lungi, occupy, and then
let the supplicant come forward.
Talk to Lewin about giving him Lungi.
Clever.
8,000, and then we'll go ahead and say, what about giving you Corone as well?
You ask for a boon. Speak, and I will see if it is within my power to
There you go.
prove.
Rebuilding your faction one settlement at a time. We could probably do the same thing with Marienburg, especially because we have this random Slaneshi faction hauling cheek to take our smaller settlements.
Wittenland can wait. Our meeting cannot. Diplomacy has...
At least get some trade going, and I'll go ahead and give you Marienburg. And how much money you got? 68,000 is worth it. Would take us a few turns to get Marienburg to making a 68,000 coin. Alright, well, creation is all completed. Let's go ahead and grab a stock for all of our heroes, then sequence of heroism, stoicism. Then I think we will... Ward save for all characters sounds pretty awesome. Ward save, and then we'll just finish off upgrading our troops. All we really needed to do go for was our skinks, and from here we can circle and make our other units strong. Snipe for Salamander is actually really good. Just wasn't the route we went this time. Honestly, I don't know of any faction where you would go directly for your beasts right off the bat instead of upgrading your units you have most of. It takes you a little while to get beasts into play, so upgrading them first is just a bad call.
How pathetic.
I do like that she decided just to go after Oxyotl instead of us. Let's move to Sulfurettes. Conquer this, and then we'll do a bit of a time skip. Well, would you look at that? The exiles of Khorne are no more. We've inspired the other factions of Order to actually get off their big old lazy cheeks and get to work. Look how aggressive, though, all of Noctilus's armies are being. This is interesting. Oh, here's an army. Karnath Bloodgorkar. I feel like we would get obliterated by that army. Sequence of infiltration, please. That had better be a hard battle there. Defense Sanctum, and then hunt raiders. Let's go to those raiders now. Goodbye, old world. Hello, Corn. And the plan is, we just bring Brian and Oxyotl in to kill this army together, and then we should be able to fight Taurox. If not this turn, then we'll be able to fight Taurox next turn. Corn is gone. That is the vision. Well, that's what it was already telling us about in the first place. Most excellent. The legend of the Blood Beast is true. The bull-headed fiend of brass rampages at the head of a mile-long column of armored minotaurs. His course has been plotted. You must travel ahead of him to the foul place referred to as the Heart of the Dark. Approach with caution, for he possesses chaos-gifted strength. Remember, there is little difference between him and all the demons you have vanquished before. Use the element of surprise that has served you so well and destroy him. Once we do, we shall gain the Herdstone Shard. Enables Dazed Effect. Oh my. And it causes fear when fighting with beastmen. There are never that many beastmen out and about, but still. How about one final fight, Oxyotl? What say you? Oh, we actually have some reinforcements, really. Jordanks. The Croxagore. Well, Jordan. Actually, where's Taurox? There he is. What are Taurox's stats looking like? He's only 61-47. He's actually not very strong. Rune Tortured Axes. Slaughterer's Call. Blood Greed. How much missile resist? Only 15%. You have not been prioritizing, my friend. And it shows. Driven by his staunch resolve, Oxyotl has shadowed Taurox right into the center of the Heart of the Dark. It is an infernal place that has haunted his visions where few souls other than beastmen come. Those not of the cloven ones that you do usually die a sacrificial death, fed into the gaping maw at the great Herdstone's base. Fell energy saturate the air. Ready yourselves, braves, for the battle begins. Doombull is rallying his tribe. Cut them off. That we can. Send the Oxyotl and the boys forward. I kind of want to have our... Oh, we can't. Can we not go through this section here? Oh, we can. I want to send the beasties through. Taurox's ritual is complete. The great Herdstone begins to stir. Well, that's not good. Our allies join the fight, yet we can't see them. Advance, braves, advance! I'm just gonna go disrupt this unit back here. A little bit of a summon. The time has come to defeat Taurox once and for all. Alright, Ola Skinks, this way. Holy! Well, that's what happens when you stop paying attention for a moment. The amount of damage those Centaurs did. Frankly, seems false. Oh well. Sorry, lads. Oxyotl, you stay here. We'll have the Oracle handle that nonsense. This is a doozy of a final battle. I was about to say, let's see how well this stacks up, but it does very well. And they're having a bad time, but that's to be expected. You don't want Oxyotl in melee. Especially not with a Doom Bowl. Skinks fall back. Let's let the Skink Chief move in. We do have Tide Call on him. Astral Predator for Oxyotl, and our hill of Javelin Skinks can hold. Heals for all of them. And then we'll go ahead and charge these Minotaurs. There's a lot to deal with for sure. Let's summon in a Skink Priest. Can we just capture his own while they're not paying attention? It looks like most of our allies are getting stomped out. Charge them. All three of you get your javelins flying this direction. Oxyotl, get out of there. Alright, Oxy, fall back. Laser beams. It is actually impressive how much damage Taurox does to just skinks in general. Jump them. Golden Blowpipe versus the Brass Bull himself. Nobody go for it. Sea shanty away. We have one of our solar engines move. The Brass Bull has been defeated and his Bray Herd scatters. Victory is ours. Do we just win the entire battle like that? Oh, we do. The first shaman has been defeated. Well done, team. It's a little bit anticlimactic, but that's the way some of these Final Quest battles are. That is a ton of beastmen. We absolutely would get overwhelmed had we not slain Taurox. Oh, the only thing that's left is the... Where are they? The spawn, huh? They'll be unbreakable. Well, we'll go on a spawn hunt, and I'll catch you all in a moment. Well, little Grogzagor here was a very short-lived legend. We were apparently going to have a bunch of Imperials that joined us. Interesting. Yeah, we handled that by ourselves. No problem. And that is the end for our campaign. However, we are going to continue with the birthday request there and go for wiping out all of Chaos. But we will probably do it in a bit of a chopped up kind of manner. So the next episode we'll probably get all of Chaos wrapped up in one go, but there's no telling how many hours of footage I'm going to have to chop together to make that happen. So we will have ourselves a longer episode next time for sure. Very interesting to see how the map colors in. But thank you all so much for stopping on by today's episode. Let's not end just yet. We'll continue the campaign and see what we pick up just... yeah, from Light of the Dark. Oxyotl looks on in awe as Lord Mazda Mundi unleashes a great pillar of white flame at the heart of the dark. Primeval Herdstone groans like a dying beast and then, with a great crack, relinquishes its vile energies. The ancient enemy has been struck a grievous blow this day, but there are always more battles to be fought. Where should the ghosts of Bahwax direct their efforts? I'm sorry, the Warm Blood Purge? Oh, I see. So we had demon hunters under Oxyotl's vengeful leadership. The ghosts of Bahwax hunt down and banish the demons of chaos wherever they're found. Ward save against demons for all armies, ammunition for faction leader, reload time reduction for faction leader, and all armies are now immune to chaos corruption as we already are. And then we have the Warm Blood Purge, which is less attrition, weapon strength increase for all of our armies, more range for our shuttle, and a more missile strength as well. I'm thinking we're going to take demon hunters. Ward save for all armies. Nope, we're gonna go with the Warmbloods. Brass Bowl, Glass Jaw, and the Herd Stone Shard. That's excellent. That's all 3 routes complete. Now we need to wipe out Chaos. See you all next time.